All right, welcome back, everyone. Another edition of Behind the Beat here for the month of July 2024. Crazy that we're already halfway through the year, but I guess that's just kind of how it goes sometimes. It flies by, but we're here to break down this latest track that I dropped at the end of June. It's the first single from my upcoming instrumental album called Unknown Advantage. And the single is called Horizon. I've been talking about it on like the monthly check-in that I did last month. I talked about it there on social media, like Instagram, if you follow me there. And you've seen the content probably behind it at this point. Very proud of this one. I think it was just a great track to lead off with, kind of set the tone for what this project is going to be, which in general is kind of just building like a hopeful feeling, a feeling of kind of pretty much serenity, and just being able to, listen to songs that you can just throw on while you're just doing whatever, cleaning your house or going for a drive or whatever you're doing on your day to day. I just wanted to create something that felt just very peaceful and very thought provoking at the same time. So a lot of these songs that you're going to hear that I do breakdowns for this project might be a lot different than, if you've heard me work with artists or if I do like more modern production. I kind of just wanted to make an album that like encapsulates all the styles that I'm a huge fan of myself and really just make something that I felt great about. And this song, I feel like it set the tone, like I said, for what to expect when that full project drops. So let's get right into it. We'll start out with the drums from this one. Now, this one is set at 80 BPM, pretty slow one. And the majority of these tracks on this project are a lot slower than what you might be used to if you've heard like some of the beats on this channel, like type beats. It's definitely kind of a 180, almost a 360 from that style, but it's I still incorporate, those melodic sounds that I tend to use and really just the style of, trying to get that emotion across without using words. That's really what the goal was. So with these drums to start, they definitely punch through very well, all on their own, and they really carry this one. So let's hear those by themselves. Like that kick just really hits very well, and I just enjoyed the way that that pattern went. It just kept it very simple, and what I wanted to do with the melodies was really stack the melodies in a certain way. So let's get on to those. I feel like those are even more intriguing on this one. The first thing we have is the keys. They don't really come in until almost the midway point of the song. Well, actually, the pads are first, but we'll just go down the line here. We'll go to the keys. The pads are kind of the main point and the main like reason that the song exists, because I think that's where I built from initially. But we'll just go down the line and play these keys. But the keys don't really come in until about halfway through the song. But let's listen to those and I'll tell you kind of what I did to make the keys sound the way that they do. So if you hear those, they kind of have like a little bit of a trail off. They have a lot of reverb on them, and I forget what effect I used, but I used something that it basically takes the sound and almost plays the end of it in reverse. It's kind of hard to explain, and I don't have the full piano roll because I imported these from my old laptop. But I'm pretty sure there was an effect that I used that I've really never used before. And just the way it worked with these keys was pretty cool. The arrangement is very simple. But I basically just put, one half lower and just made the other half higher in pitch and just kept that going throughout. But I love the way that it's kind of reverses the end of the sound of each note, like when it trails off, and then it kind of has that really weird ripple effect. I don't think I've ever made keys that sound like that before, so I definitely love the way that those sounded. The pads, didn't mean to do that. we're not recording today, guys. The pads, these are the main element of the track. So let's hear those, and then we'll talk about those as well. That's just a 4-bar loop repeated, and that one definitely was in reverse. I feel like I found a pad that had a nice little bass tone to it, and it was just very like it gave me a very like strong, powerful feeling. But like I said in past videos, I love to reverse, manipulate, change things. So I did that with this one and just kept it going to kind of carry the main point of what the beat is trying to get across. So that's the pads right there. The next up, we have kind of a complementary pad to go with the main one, and it's a little bit lighter in tone and style. So let's hear that one. So that right there is kind of a little nice counter melody, and that was just using Pigments, probably one of the choir sounds that has a little bit of a mixed in pad with it as well, and just threw a ton of reverb on that to go with the main pad. So there's that. We'll skip. We got the crash here. I mean, I'll let you hear it. It's pretty self-explanatory. This happens twice throughout the song. This is literally just a reversed crash that I did. Well, you hear it with the pads, obviously, but let's hear it alone. I mean, used in how many songs? Thousands, millions at this point. Nothing crazy on that one. I just wanted it to be, involved in transitioning to the main part when pretty much everything comes in, and then it also transitions to where the outro is right in here. So the last part that there is in this beat is the violins. Like I said, I was looking for more, styles that are cinematic, things that build on top of one another. And I think it's cool when you don't have to have people on the record, like there's no voices. You can get away with a lot more, and I layered a lot more. There's still not a lot of instruments in this beat, but I think it's cool when I'm able to do the stacking and just build. I like things that build up, and come down and all that sort of thing. So let's hear the violins and we'll talk about those. So very similar to that second complementary pad where there's not a lot of variation. It's just kind of doing its part. It's setting like a nice little playing field so that the rest of the dynamics can have their space to shine. But when you hear it, it's like you can hear everything. You can hear like the journey that the song takes you on from beginning to end. And that was really like what I aim to do with all the tracks that you'll end up hearing on the project. Like I said, just create like totally, not totally cinematic, but mixing cinematic with, emotional along with the styles that I'm a fan of. I feel like it's all those worlds kind of combined into one. So let's hear. We'll take it to right there where that transition happens. Let's hear what the full beat sounds like all together. So there it is. That is Horizon, the new single that's out right now on all streaming platforms. First single from Unknown Advantage, which is coming up only a couple months away. You're probably gonna get sick. I said this last month on the monthly check, and you're probably gonna get tired of hearing about this project. But I'm gonna be promoting it a ton. We're gonna be dropping it on a platform called Even. That's gonna give people exclusive access to the music like a month before anybody else hears it. I'm gonna put a link in the description of the video where you can sign up for the waitlist with Even. I believe the wait list officially goes live on August 1st, so we still have a couple weeks here before that officially goes live, but you can have access to the link. And then what it'll do, you'll, if you want to join the wait list, you put in your email and then you'll get notified when it goes live. On September 1st is when we're officially launching it on Even. And people are going to get to hear it first. You can download it. And I'm doing a vinyl launch with Diggers Factory, who makes vinyl pressing. We're doing 100 pressings of the project, so you'll get early access to that as well. And I'll be talking a lot about that, coming up in the next few weeks. But for now, this is the only thing from this project that is out, and this track is everywhere. It's streaming on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube, whatever. So go check it out. And if you like it, if you're intrigued by the song, just stay tuned because we got another single coming here in a few weeks and another one after that. It's just gonna keep being like a snowball effect on this project. Um, but yeah, I'm happy with how this one turned out. And I think it's a cool track to kick it off. To start out with. And yeah, so far the reception's been pretty good. And this is just kind of a snapshot of what you can expect when you hear all 10 songs. It'll be 10 songs total. This is the third track on the project. So I think even when you hear it in context with the full album, it'll make a lot more sense style wise. But yeah, it's a lot different than anything I've done before, and I'm looking forward to you guys, hearing the rest of the songs. And we'll do another one of the singles, the one that's coming out at the end of this month. We'll do that one next month, and so on and so on. I might be doing breakdowns for this album for a while. Because I just love it so much. So, hopefully you guys enjoy it too. And like I said, go stream Horizon. I'll have the link for that as well, where you can go check it out. And until next time, stay cool wherever you're at, because it's probably like 80 or more degrees wherever you're wherever you're living, depending on where you live. But enjoy the summer, and we'll be back in August. And until then, thanks as always for watching, and we'll see you next time.